Andre, by the way, when you have time, could you kind of like help me out with something? Because I got a I got a listing from expireds. Like I got someone to set an appointment, but like I literally like don't know what to do next.
When is the appointment?
I have it written down somewhere. It's like October 29th or something.
Oh, okay.
It's like the weekend before Halloween.
Oh yeah, we got time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I just didn't know what to do from there.
Did you get your file?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. Damn. All right, Chef Neil. Go ahead and ring.
All right, ring.
Hello.
Hey, I was calling for Andre.
Speaking.
Hey, Andre, how's it going? My name is Shavno with the Home Smart, and I just noticed that your home was no longer in the market, and I was calling to see how in the world did that home not get sold?
Oh, one of you realtors again? How'd you get my number?
Hold on.
All right.
I was scrolling to the objection handlers.
Give me that objection. Okay, so ring.
Wait, what?
I'm
I
ringing
just
you.
said, how'd you get my number?
Ring.
Hello?
Hi, is this Chef Neil?
It is, yeah.
Hey, Chef Neil, my name's Andre Roach. I'm a local realtor out of Riverbank, and I was calling about your property on 123 Fart Street, and I just had to call and ask, how in the world did that home not sell?
Wait, how did you get this number?
You know what? Whenever a home does expire or cancel off the market, Chef Neil, everything public becomes public record. So we have a technology team that actually scrubs the numbers, and that's how we were able to get your information. So, like I had said, Chef Neil, I mean, how in the world did your home not sell, man? I'm very curious.
Damn.
Now that was a little kind of like rough, but like usually say, hey, we have a technology team, but like anytime a home does expire, cancel off the market, I used this one yesterday, it becomes public record. So we have a technology team that puts all the, that scrubs the information. And, I was, calling because I wanted to know why the heck your home didn't sell.
Okay. I'm gonna have to like write that down or something.
So you can give them that objection, that handler, but you're gonna go back into, like I said, man, how the heck did your home not sell? Like you're brushing it off, So go ahead and ring me in.
Ring.
Hello.
Hey Andre, how's it going? I was calling shoot.
Hi, is this Andre? No, you're good. Go ahead, let's do it again.
All right. Ring.
Hello?
Hi, is this Andre?
Speaking.
Hey Andre, how's it going? My name is Shavno with HomeSmart out of Manteca. I was calling about your house on 123 Main Street. I was calling to see how in the world did that home not get sold?
Shavno, if you don't mind asking, how the heck did you get my number?
Yeah, totally. When a home goes expired, it becomes public information, and we have a team in our office and software that kind of scrubs through everything and gathers the information for us, so that way someone like me can kind of call and see why those homes didn't get a chance to sell.
Okay, that makes sense.
So what happened in your situation? How come you couldn't get your home sold?
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine, Chef Neil. Like, why do you think my home didn't sell?
Well, the only three reasons I don't have this memorized.
No, you're good.
But I know
just
that's
roll with it. I don't give a shit. Roll with it.
So the only three reasons that a home doesn't sell is the marketing and exposure wasn't good enough, the home didn't show well or capture a buyer's emotions correctly, or the pricing strategy was off. So I'm like all over the place. I'm just going through these scripts, but then I know if I can show you how to upgrade your exposure to the market and get your home sold, would that be of interest to you?
I think we're just going to take it off the market.
Damn.
Well, so if I brought you an offer you liked yesterday, Shavneil, would you guys still be selling?
All right. Well, hey Andre, if I brought you guys an offer yesterday that was in the correct price range, would you guys still be interested in selling?
Yeah, if it was at full list price.
Okay. Well, hey, let's do this. Let's meet up for 15 minutes. That we can go over my game plan and see exactly what it will take to sell your home. Is this something you'd be open to?
You know what, man? To be honest, we're just gonna stay put. So here's the thing, like you would have lost me like a little bit earlier in the
Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah.
which is fine, right? I asked you an honest question, you gave me an honest answer that expires or where you're kind of like where you're struggling with, right? So this is really good stuff. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch, okay? And I don't know if you were on the Bill Pipes training yesterday. You
No,
might
I
not
wasn't.
because you
I
were in
wasn't able
school.
to make it.
Millie, you were. But one thing he talked about is you don't want the script to sound like a script. Like you wanted to sound like a conversation, right? And Millie and I, it's funny, we looked at each other because we literally had that conversation yesterday or the day before the meeting. So let's switch. I want you to give me objections. Doesn't have to necessarily be the how'd you get my number objection, but give me objections. And then I'll kind of show you how I go about it. The biggest thing you're going to see from me is I'm going to be confident.
Mhm.
You can give me tough objections. I don't give a shit, right? Because this is for us to get better. But just kind of watch how I articulate myself and kind of listen to how the conversation, how I kind of guide the conversation, and create confidence in you, the seller. Okay.
All right.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Shabneel?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Shabneel, my name is Andre Roach. I'm a local realtor at a Riverbank, and I was calling about your property over on 123 Smith Street, and I'm just curious, how in the heck did you not get that home sold?
I'm not really too sure,
You're not really too sure?
but we do have another agent that we're kind of working with to, try and get that home sold again.
Okay, so you do have another agent that you're kind of working with, so it sounds like you haven't signed any paperwork with that agent yet. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, perfect. Now, Shabneel, when you had the home on the market, how many showings did you get?
I'm not really too sure. Not too many though.
Okay, so not too many showings. And did you get any offers from those showings?
Uh, we did, but it was offers that, were not really considerable.
Okay, offers that were not really considerable. And then did your agent reach out to these agents for feedback as to why they wrote the low offers or why they're the ones that didn't write, their clients didn't write on your property?
Not that I can remember. No, I don't remember any of that.
Okay, so don't remember any of that. And then did your agent do any open houses?
I think when we first listed the property, but, as time went on,
Okay.
there wasn't any of those.
Okay. So, it makes sense, Shabneel, obviously kind of the writing's on the wall why you would want to kind of work with another agent and fire your first agent, if I'm being candid. Now, one thing I will tell you is I do specialize in these types of homes, Shabneel, and looking at your property, I've seen properties of similar or even lesser value in the same area sell for at least list price. So a home really doesn't sell for one of three reasons. It's going to be the way it shows. It's going to be the price, and it's going to be, the marketing. And with you being on the market for 120 days and only getting a few lowball offers, and your agent only doing one open house, it really is an exposure issue, Shabneel. Does that kind of make sense to you?
Yeah, it's starting to all add up. I can see how that can be an exposure issue.
Yeah, and I can see how you could be frustrated and you want to, fire your agent and work with someone else. So, I know that you've already hired an agent one time to help you get your home sold and it didn't work out. And, you're kind of working with another agent. But as I encourage all sellers, it wouldn't hurt you to maybe get an opinion from a few different people just to make sure that this second time around, you're going to hire the right person to get your home sold. So, Shabneel, what I want to do, honestly, is, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you why your home didn't sell. So I'd like to set something up to where maybe we can meet for 15, 20 minutes. I can take a look at your house from a buyer's perspective and really go over with you, identifying exactly why the home didn't sell in a little bit more detail and what we can do working together moving forward to make sure that we can get this home sold and get you on your next move. How does that sound?
Andre, after going through all that frustrating experience, I think we're just going to take the home off the market.
Okay, so you were kind of working with an agent, but now you're kind of feeling like you do want to take it off the market. Now, let me ask you this, Shabnil. If I brought you an offer you liked yesterday at the full list price, would you guys still sell?
If I had a full list price offer, maybe I'd have to think about it.
Okay. So, then why don't we do this, man? Like I said, I can come by for 15 to 20 minutes. If you still want to get the property sold and it makes sense, we sell. If not, it was just 15 minutes of your time, man.
Yeah, I guess we can do that. That sounds good.
Okay. So I'm looking at my schedule. I have availability tomorrow and Saturday. Which day works best for you?
Let's do tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. And mornings or afternoons, evenings work best for you, Shabnil?
Probably mornings.
Okay. Mornings. Okay. I'm looking at my schedule. I got 10 and 11 available. Which one works best for you?
Let's do 11.
Okay. 11. All right. Perfect. All right, Shabnil. So here's what I'm going to do. As soon as we get off the phone, I'm going to get to work on this. I'm going to really look at the data in a lot more detail. I'm going to meet with you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And what we will do is you're probably going to get a ton of other phone calls if you haven't already from agents. So if you see any phone numbers that you don't recognize, I would say kind of spare yourself. I feel lucky you answered for me, but spare yourself the time of having to re-explain the frustrating process of not getting your home sold, because most likely it will be agents. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Perfect, Shabnil. I will see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And yeah, we'll go from there, man.
All right. Take care, Andre.
Perfect. You too. Take care.
That was good.
Any feedback?
You got the appointment, so that was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I tried to really. I feel like I could have thrown more objections, but I feel like you handled it really well.
You can keep throwing more objections at me. So that's the thing. You were telling me you're skeptical. And one thing that isn't on the script, right? You told me that you're kind of working with another agent, right? It doesn't say on the script to ask if you've signed documents, but I said, well, it sounds like if you're kind of working with the other agent, you haven't fully committed to them, have you? Right.
Yeah, I picked that up.
And then in the way that I said it, right? If I would have said, so if you're kind of working with another agent, you haven't fully committed to them, right? If I would have said it like that, but no, I said, hey, if you're only kind of working with them, you're probably, you haven't signed anything, have you? Very concerning or very casting doubt, and then you're like, no, I haven't, right? And then that gave me kind of the bridge. And then saying, hey, it sounds like after talking to you, it sounds like your agent was the reason why your home didn't sell. And I could totally understand why you would want to interview other agents. You want to fire them and interview other agents. But you didn't feel like you were talking to a person that was scripted. That was my main objective that I kind of want to get out of this call.
No, I picked that up.
So that's where the end goal is. But it's good because you're saying, hey, look, this is the Achilles heel in my scripts. This is what I want to work on. So it's good, right? Because if we're honest with ourselves, that's the only way that we can, kind of gauge our trajectory or figure out what direction we want to go. So yeah, I'm going to give you go ahead.
I was just going to say, that's right. Cause I can go off the script, but the second something goes off the script, something that's not on the script, then I start to blank out. Cause I'm I don't really know what to say.
You just got to ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If they're like, oh, we're just going to take it off the market. If you forgot what to say, well, hey, when you had it listed, did you get any showings? Hey, did you get any offers? Hey, did your agent reach out to them for feedback? Right? You're asking them these questions, these good questions, not shitty questions. You still want to sell that? You're asking them very direct, meaningful questions. So what we're going to do, we'll take a break off you real quick, Shabnil, and then Millie, are you wanting to call expireds?
Can we do Zillow real quick?
Okay. Zillow, you're the best at between Zillow and GGMS?
I think I don't know, whichever one you think.
Okay. So we'll do Zillow. Okay. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Hi, this is Alex. I'm connecting to a local agent now.
Hi, this is Millie, a designated Zillow agent. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. So I received your inquiry about the property on 123 Main Street. When would you like to go see it?
I'm available at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Because my agent can't make it, so I can do 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Got it. So two things. First thing is that this is by appointment only. What I'm going to do is reach out to the seller and get that confirmation. And second thing, you said that you're working with your agent. Can we agree if I show you this property and you really like it, and I represent you through the if you want to make an offer, I represent you?
Yeah, no, that's more than fair.
Awesome. So I'll get the confirmation and get back to you. Now, just one more thing. Is there any other property that you'd like to see while they're looking?
No, this is the only one.
Okay. Just curious, what did you like about this home?
Honestly, what I really liked about this property is that it was 3-bed, 2-bath, single story, and it had RV access.
Got it. So if I do find something that is 3-bed, 2-bath, single story, and has RV access, would you be interested in seeing that?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Awesome. All right. So just one last thing. If you get any other calls from other agents, just let them know that Amelia Camara Group has taken care of you.
Okay, that sounds great.
Awesome. You have a great day.
Hey, you too. Good job, Millie. I have an agent objection, in my opinion, is the hardest one.
Mhm.
For whatever reason, because whenever you hear they have another agent, you automatically go into like fight or flight territorial mode, right? So I feel like that one seems to be the harder.
I have a question with that. So why don't they use their own agent? That's what the agent is for, right? Why would they call Zillow?
Well, typically with Zillow, while there's a big reason is obviously their agent isn't available. Another reason is they might have an agent showing them properties, but maybe they're not committed. Maybe they're not as committed to that agent because they couldn't be maybe doing a great job. Those typically are going to be the two, in my opinion, the two reasons.
Okay.
And sometimes people don't even realize when they're requesting showings through Zillow
Mhm.
that that the agent that's showing them is an agent that can represent them. So that's why
Okay.
you specify that when they say, like, if they say they don't have an agent. If they ask for the appointment and they don't have an agent, then either way you're going to find out at the property, because when you're doing the buyer's consultation, you'll be able to find out, like, hey, is this the first time you've looked at a property, in person? Like, we'll be able to kind of see, kind of like that lady last week, right?
Mhm.
Where she said, oh, my broker on the appointment. So we were able to find out. She never once said she had an agent, but when I got in person and went over the buyer's consultation, I found it out. But they're going to do that because they either don't know, which is the least likely, their agent isn't available, which is more likely, and then they're not committed to the agent they're working with, which is most likely.
Got it. And
Andre, what would you do? Oh, sorry, I had a question. But what would you do if one of your clients said that they've been on showings with 8 different agents already? Is that like a bad thing?
So if they've been on showings
showing
with 8 different agents, then
Yeah.
they're obviously not showing any commitment. But I would say, my question would be, are you just working with an agent that you request on the property? Kind of give me some more insight on that. If they're working with 8 different agents and 8 different showings, then they're not committed to you. They're committed to the person that's going to get them a deal, right? And if they tell you that they've taught 8 different agents, another sign could be, as you go through your buyer's consultation, that they're probably going to be a fucking whack job to work with.
Mhm.
Too.
I
mean,
have another question. Sorry, go
yes. No, you're good.
ahead. How can we make sure that, or how is there something that we can say that they know, that they're aware of, that we're not with Zillow and we are agent that is separate from Zillow, and make sure that they know that we can represent them?
So here's the thing, like, it's a numbers game. So there's going to be times where we're going to go on showings and they might tell us everything we want to hear and then be like, oh, I have an agent, right? There's things that we can't do, right? But the thing is our job is they look at us as agents through Zillow as just like door openers. So we just go open the door for them, right? So that's why it's really important when we do get them in front of them in person that we nail the buyer's consultation. So by nailing the buyer's consultation, we're building value with them, right? We're doing what probably no other agent has done, and they see the value in working with us, right? So very important with the buyer's consultation, if they had an agent, but you went through the buyer's consultation and you said, could you see how us having this conversation beforehand could really set you up for success in the home buying process? And they say yes. And they say, are you comfortable and confident in our team's approach to help you with your next home purchase? And they say yes. Then, they're giving us a verbal commitment. If they say, well, I have an agent I'm working with, at that point in time, the way you would address it is, understandable, how has that experience been working for you?
I think that's something that I'm struggling with when I leave the buyer's consultation, just to get an idea if, I know we use the line, would you hire me as your realtor, or are you comfortable and confident? I just feel a little bit weird asking that directly to, the person, but I feel like I should get better at,
Well, are you comfortable and confident that you can do the job for them? Because if you don't feel comfortable and confident asking that question, it also might be a reflection. And this is complete. Like, honestly, it could be a reflection of, once again, like we talked about, like maybe not feeling confident enough in the script to ask that question, or this is something that's completely different and new. But if you're nailing that buyer's consultation, you're spending the gas, you're spending the time, you're spending the money to go over there. Like, you're letting them know, like, hey, look, like, obviously the showing is a freebie, but you're asking them for a commitment because, like, you bring so much value to the table. So the thing is we feel weird asking that, right? Because, like, maybe you've never been in a position where you've asked somebody that. But the thing is it's powerful to ask that, because if they say yes, then great. Like, you have the confidence knowing that this person told me that they would like to work with me moving forward. If they say no, then you know that you need to, so the buyer's consultation is a job interview.
Got it.
So what we're doing is we're interviewing these people to see if they're a good fit for us. You could leave that buyer's consultation and ask that question and them tell you yes, but by going through all the whole interview that you probably wouldn't want to hire them. Some of them you might not even get to that point because they're like, hey, I'm ready to work with you. Like, they're, let me know what other house is. Like, they're already committed to you. But the reason why we want to ask that question is because if we don't say, hey, are you comfortable? Are you comfortable with our team's approach? Are you comfortable and confident in my abilities to be your agent, help you with your next home purchase? If we don't ask that, we're also kind of like giving them that get out of jail free card. Like, we're asking them for a commitment. If we don't ask for them for a commitment and they go and work with another agent, like, that's our fault because they didn't know that we wanted to work with them. So that's how we have to look at that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
But I agree with you. Like, of course, when I first started doing the buyer's consultation, like it was so hard to, like, because it's uncomfortable asking someone for like a commitment, right? But as I got into it and saw the value in it, it's the right thing to do. We don't work for free. We know our value. We work extremely hard, making phone calls, showing up to role plays, showing up to different team trainings. We invest in ourselves. We invest in our business. We shouldn't work with people that aren't willing to make that same investment in our business.
Of course.
So that's how we have to look at it, because you don't want to be with a buyer that's spinning their wheels. You don't want to be with a buyer that's spinning your wheels. And when the market was super hot and we had these buyers that were unrealistic and didn't want to offer 20, 40, 50 over list price, they wanted to offer 20 under list price, thinking that they're going to get their offer accepted, or at list offers. Like, that's why the buyer's consultation, when it got put into place, because we don't want to go show someone 15 properties for them to write a bullshit offer. Now in this market too, we also want to make sure that we're working with motivated buyers that are also realistic.
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
Yes. Awesome.
Any other questions, Shavnil or Millie, before we get this wrapped up?
No, not really.
No,
Okay.
but
So yeah, what does go
sorry,
ahead?
I'm just gonna say that
No,
these
you're good.
role plays are a huge help, and I don't know why no one else is here because this is just awesome, going over this, and then
Mhm.
yeah.
Jordan and Travis work out, I think, now at like 8 in the morning. But I know that they role play. But no, these are really important because when we do get our phone rings and it's Zillow, and when we've gone over this,
Mhm.
the more time we do these role plays, the more like even off script shit objections that will like be like, oh crap, like this isn't on the script, but I can use this when I'm making my phone calls. But it's very powerful. Like I feel like in the last month, my skills have gotten a lot better
Mhm.
in the role plays
Mhm.
than previous. Like I feel really good with where my scripts are,
Why do you think
but I
happened?
do agree with you.
Mhm. Oh,
Oh, you were going to say something?
I was gonna say that you said it got better last month. I was just gonna say, did something happen for that to happen, or did it just?
Going in role plays,
Oh, okay.
consistently being in role plays. Yeah. So I'm agreeing with you, the values here, because when I show up on these, like I can ask questions that I can't ask while I'm in the middle of prospecting, or I can ask questions about an objection that I got. And guess what? Like, guess what the topic is going to be in the role play is that objection, right? Then you get to hear me, you get to hear other, Travis, Jordan, you get to hear everybody else's different approach to that.
Mhm.
And by doing that, it helps us like obviously gain a better understanding.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I am going to hop into Power Hour right now, and then I'll be on expireds. I will be here until about 11:15, and then I'm gonna go show a few properties up to SAC, and hopefully I'll be able to get this Zillow buyer in a contract. So
Okay.
All right, for
as
sure.
always, if you guys need anything, let me know. You're gonna be coming this way, Chavi?
Yeah, pretty soon.
Okay, perfect. Well, then I'll probably see you before I leave.